Four, three, two, one. Hello, hello. What's going on, everyone? Welcome to the Grindin' Jiu-Jitsu podcast. I am your host, C-Tech all day. And today is another special. I know every day is a special day, but it's extra special when I have this man in the house, the great Orlando legend, Matt Ferraiolo. What's going on, Matt?
What up? What up?
Keep jiu-jitsu gay.
Rocking the keep jujitsu game. I want to say Craig Jones or the B team, Rash guard.
Dude, uh, just a quick rundown. So when I moved I've trained all around the country, well, five different states. And when I got to Orlando, one of my friends in New York requested, yo, there's this guy in Orlando. And you should run with him because he's one of the best grapplers in Orlando. And if you run with him, he'll take care of you. And literally for the last 4 to 5 years, this man has babysat me in the Orlando Jiu-Jitsu scene. Mr. Matt, how the fuck are you doing, bro?
I'm doing amazing. Getting old, falling apart, but feeling great.
Now, people don't know
So
about you. Tell
yeah,
them a
done
little bit
training,
about
wrapping it up
yourself.
over at Fusion XL. Hear me?
Yep, I can hear you.
Uh, yeah, we're just wrapping up at Fusion XL. I just taught 7 p.m. no gi class and just got done. Just chilling, having a conversation with you guys, rocking it out with my boy Carlos.
Yes, sir. So this podcast is all about the competitor, the mindset of a competitor in general. And this man here has been on the biggest stages that I know, especially on that SUG with Chael Sonnen. So this podcast is about the highs and the lows of jiu-jitsu. So I wanted to ask, what's one of your high moments in jiu-jitsu? And no, we're not talking about the devil's lettuce.
Um, I would have to say like what got everything going for me is a submission underground Johnson in event. I was a local competitor like Naga, New Breeds, Copas, winning them. Here in Central Florida is not a big thing. Not many people know us from Florida. So I found this lady Heather Standing social media. She was a matchmaker for Submission Underground. I think I wrote her 500 messages. Yo, put me on. Yo, put me on. I beat up everybody in New Breed, Naga. I've had like 50 super fights. Nobody would give me a matchup. Nobody would give me a matchup. Put me on. I want to compete. I want to compete. And then finally she got tired of me. And she's like, all right, here's your opportunity. We don't pay for nothing. You need to make it here.
That's
I was like,
it.
all right, cool. I was like, all right. So I was like in the middle of the process, I was looking for flights and hotel. I was like looking at like 1,500. I'm like, yo, there's no way I'm paying 1,500 to go do this. And then I kept telling myself I need to get myself recognized. So I finally did it and got a
History.
victory. Went out there again, got another one. Went out there again. Went 3-0. That's where I kind of blew up my jiu-jitsu career a little bit.
No, that's awesome. And that's awesome. And just being a part of that journey is just the most insane part because I don't know anybody else in Orlando that works as hard as you. But for the people who don't know about you, tell us a little bit about your beginnings.
Well, the beginnings was pretty much I was young. I had a buddy of mine who was a wrestler. Grew up with. We end up, we watched WCW, we watched WWF, Pride. We were like, all right, we want to start doing this. So we were doing MMA out of a garage, and then I was like, you know what? I want to get a fight. I want to start fighting, and started training the fight. And I signed up to a local gym in St. Cloud. Started training with a guy named Bruce the News Connors. Got me into fighting my first 6 months. I won my first fight, and then I kind of kept the rhythm going. And I got like I went like 13-1 as an amateur. I went pro. Pro got hard, fighting at 155. These guys are walking around 190, 200 pounds, way too big, hit too hard, um, taking too much damage. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna try to just stick with jujitsu, and I just started doing new breeds and copas, and started winning. And I started with like beginners, and I went to intermediate, and then I was so scared to do advanced until I was like a purple belt, and I was like, all right, I'm a purple belt. I'm probably gonna get killed. These guys are better than me. I suck at grappling. I'm just a boring wrestler. And then I went out there and I hit a guillotine, and I was like, damn, okay, I might have a little something here.
You
And
damn right.
then I started training with this guy Jason Patino,
Patino.
and when I started training with Patino, I started looking him up, following the people, and I was like, you know, damn, I really like this grappling stuff, and it kind of like since then it's just been my passion. I'm addicted to it. I want to compete every weekend, and fly different places, see the world. I love it. So
And now here
there's
you
a
are.
there's a lot more. There's a lot more to the story at the time. But we're not gonna go into all those details. But I was angry. I was always getting in fights, and I just you know I found something I actually really liked. Not just hey everybody, I'm an MMA fighter. Hey, walk into a bar. Oh my God, he fights. That was all cool. And then for the first couple of years, and then I was like, I don't want to be a fighter. I just want to be a boring jiu-jitsu guy. And now I'm like, fuck that. Now I'm like, fuck that. I want to be Gordon Ryan.
And now you are the not only the man of Orlando. So for everyone, he is the most known grappler in Orlando. Uh and he has the best walkout I have ever seen in a jiu-jitsu super fight. Can you tell everybody what song you walk out to?
Oh man, it's kind of hard to say this right now after the Titanic dramatic, you know, thing. But I come out to the Titanic song, Celine Dion. That's my walkout song.
He walks
That's my
out
walkout song.
to Celine Dion, making sure everybody is singing. And when I say the whole crowd is singing Celine Dion while he's walking to the cage,
Put
it is
you
the most
put your phone
spectacular.
on. You turn your flashlight. You
Dude,
turn your
it
flashlight on or your phone. You start waving it, and you sing it. I would
dude,
start singing now, but my singing is horrible.
I don't even know how you come up with that. First of all, just to come out to Celine Dion is like the opposite of what you want to tell your opponent. You know what I mean? Like you have motherfuckers going out to like, like Jada Kiss and old school or the new trap music, and this guy comes out with
Yeah.
Celine Dion and he wins the match and it's like you got beat by the guy who walks out to Celine Dion.
I it's got to be a love song. If I'm coming out and I'm trying to entertain the fans, trying to entertain myself, I got to come out to a love song. Celine Dion,
Facts.
it's
Facts.
the way. It's
It's
the
all
way,
about the love. It's all about the
It's
love.
all the way. I'm about to cuddle with some dude for 10 minutes, maybe 2 seconds. Don't know how long it's gonna be. I want to make it inspiring for this guy. Like, yo, I'm really about to grapple this guy after he just sang a song to me, brings him down.
Like I talking about love. There is no bigger love than the love I have for this guy here. Um, so I moved to Orlando from New York City. My friend Adam Baum, shout out to Adam, says you got to hook up with Matt Ferriola, and he'll take care of you. And I was like, you know what? Sure. You got it. I trust you. I'm gonna trust Matt. So I link up with this guy, and he literally created the most beast open mat I have ever been to in my I'm gonna say jiu-jitsu career. I'm still doing jiu-jitsu. It was a packed house of about, let's just say about 40, 30, between 30 to 40 grapplers all across Orlando, different gyms, open mat. These guys are savages. The open mats are absolute pandemonium. And I was like, damn, like he introduced me, like this is crazy. You know what? I picked the right guy. But this is where the love comes in. This guy doesn't know me for a hole in the wall. And I moved to a house north of Orlando, about 45 minutes away from civilization. And this guy, and I was like, listen, I'm moving and I got a bunch of boxes. I got a U-Haul. I need some help. Yo, this dude almost snapped his fingers. There was 7 guys in front of my house helping me move from a guy he barely knows. And that's one thing that just screamed at me that this dude is the real deal. Like this guy, I'm gonna make sure that I stick with this guy for my whole career. And I have to say thank you so much for that, Matt, because my family talk about you all the damn time.
And that's you gotta. That's what I told you. You gotta do. If you're trying to move, that's what I usually do. Move. We do an open mat, and then everybody after open mat. Like, yo, guys, let's load up. Let's go help this guy.
Oh
Get it
wait,
all
the
done in an
requirement
hour.
the requirement was there better be pizza and beer.
Yep. Gotta be pizza and beer. There's no better than moving without pizza or beer. But we
So
get it done. Get it done. Right? What? Not even an hour.
so talking about the ups and downs of jiu-jitsu, uh so Sug is by far so far the high of your jiu-jitsu competition, like on TV, on a network, and people got to see you grapple 3-0 on Sug. What was your low in jiu-jitsu?
Um, that one would be just kind of like little kind of like what I'm going through right now. So I got a little bit of injury. I got a couple of little injuries that I've been pushing off for years. They're starting to take control. They're starting to they're starting to wear and tear my body. Getting to the point where I'm not 100% training. Um, I'm forcing myself to compete, and I'm going through it right now. But at the end of the day, I'm not going to be 100%. So I keep going as long as I can.
I
I
lost
plan
you on the
on
I lost you in the
taking
last
some
15
time.
seconds, Matt.
You seem better now.
No, I can't hear or see you right now.
I wonder why. My
There
Wi-Fi
we go. There
is.
we go. There it is. You're back.
I don't know. But yeah. So like during the little lows are like I'm having little issues or problems, injuries that's been kind of keeping me from training all day like I want to. But, um, I take off October, November, December to get my surgery. I'm not gonna let people know what it is. Get my
Yeah.
surgery. I'm gonna come back. It's gonna be a whole different me.
Awesome. No,
I'm
that's
just
super sick.
just pushing. I'm just pushing it past the as much as I can right now. As much as no matter how much pain I'm going through, pushing it hard, trying to get it, still compete, and as long as I keep winning, I'm good.
Dude, and compete is what you do because you're a freaking animal on the mats. And you know what? We have to let the people know this man is the king of trash talks on the mats. If you are sitting out around, you will
You're
hear
gonna
it.
yell. I'm yelling at you. If you pull guard, you're doing push-ups. You don't want to do your push-ups, throwing your ass out of the gym.
And I'm
I
talking
ain't
about
no,
go for
I
it.
ain't no, I ain't making. There's no way you're coming in an open mat. There's no open mat that I've been in the whole world that people just pull guard and start on their knees. we're wrestling. You pull
We're
guard, no
wrestling.
push-ups. You don't want to do your push-ups. You're too good to do your push-ups on pull guard. Or if you don't want to do your push-ups, leave. Go home. Cuddle with your teddy bear. Don't come to the gym.
And you know what? But it's that mentality that makes our open mat so beastie, because I mean we have different body types, we have different styles of jiu-jitsu, and I just feel like everyone knows that wherever you go, it's gonna be a good freaking it's good rounds all around. So here we all connect at Cogito, which is the gym that I actually am a part of, and you having all of those different styles just makes your jiu-jitsu so much better. If you get to see so many different styles of jiu-jitsu and you get accustomed to it, when you go into competition, you're almost prepared for everything. Is that one of the reasons why you try to incorporate all of these different things in your open mats?
That's 100%. That's exactly why. You don't want to go into a tournament like I was never brought up that way. I was brought up like MMA guy, very aggressive, no sitting out, no doing any of that. And then when I started training at a gym, a jiu-jitsu gym, and then it started getting to the point where like, why were we starting on our knees? Why are we doing this? And you start getting comfortable. You start doing bad habits, letting people mount you, letting people side control you. And it got to the point where I would go out and compete, and I'm like, yo, this guy's so strong. Why did I let him pass my guard? Why didn't I wrestle? Why didn't I do this? And I started realizing it's what we're doing inside the gym, every day is what we're going to do out in competition. So I had to switch things up.
No, that's and I completely get it. One of the questions that I want this podcast to be known for, it's a funny question, but it's jiu-jitsu related. Have you ever called out someone in jiu-jitsu and you paid the ultimate price with an L?
Um, no, I haven't dropped the ball like that yet. I've had um I've had some matches where I told my friends that this is gonna be an easy match. I'll be able to whoop them, and then I go out there and somehow he catches me with a heel hook or something. But I never put crazy expectations that I could do a Gordon Ryan, write a little note, send it to some person, and get submitted. No, I've never done that.
What about
Darcy,
training partners or instructors?
um, I've actually Derek from the old owner of Cogito is the only one that's ever got me. I was talking shit to Derek. I said, "Watch this round, guys. Everybody watch." But I guillotine him 3 times. 4 minutes into the round, he hits me with a reverse triangle. Got up, started talking shit to me. The bell rang, and I sat there. I'm like, "Oh my god, I can't believe you just did this." That was the only time that I'm talking so much shit to Derek. 'Cause that's me and Derek always talk shit to each other about that. The
Shout
old
out to
original
Derek,
owner,
man. I hope you're
Coach
doing good
Widow.
in Dallas.
Derek is the
Dude,
one that started the whole Cogito, got the whole Cogito guys to where they were. We linked up and started putting these boys to work and getting them better. And then Sean came out of nowhere, and then Sean now is the king of the Cogito squad, the killer. Shout out to Sean.
shout out to Sean. He's a freaking animal in itself. Like
He
like
was
sometimes, you kind of get in your own head and you're like, I'm pretty good. And then I go with Sean. And then it's like, no, you're really not that good. You're okay. You're okay. Your jujitsu's okay. You need to get a little better. And he's lighter than me. He's faster than me. And the only way that I can compete, and I'm not saying beat, I'm just saying just compete, just to be 50-50, I have to go 100%. And this dude looks like he's going 30.
yeah. I try to avoid him all the time because I'm like, yo, he does not slow down. He's 100 miles per hour, and I'm like, yo, this guy makes me work. I'm tired, so I'm like, fuck. But now since I've been lifting and I've upgraded my cardio a lot, now I have to lock him down and I gotta hold him, and I'll hold him. I don't do shit. I just grab him and hold him, and I'm like, all right, that's it. You're not going nowhere. I'll submit you. I don't. I'm staying on top of you. And I hope he hears this because I'm not going to move. I'm going to stay on top and just smash you. And I feel so much better about myself.
You know what? I'm gonna one, I'm gonna hopefully get Sean on this podcast. I'm gonna reach out to him. And two, I'm gonna make sure I let him know to watch this episode just to hear that. Um, Matt, so you've been doing jiu-jitsu for how long now?
17 years now.
17 years. Can you name a few black belts that really inspired you to continue on your jiu-jitsu journey? Like if there was any point that you were like, yo, I'm done with this shit. And they were like, "What the fuck? You're dumb as fuck. Like, keep going. Like, you're an idiot." Is there any
Well,
black belt?
yeah, there's a few. You know, like Jason Bettino. He's one of my biggest like look up. I would look up to him. He was like probably one of the toughest grapplers. Um, Paul Rodriguez for ATT. Um, shit, pretty much everybody. Anybody that does jujitsu, depending on what belt, I don't care what belt you are. Everybody inspires me. So it's not really the black belt. It's the white belt that just fucking tired me out for 5 minutes. And I'm like, oh my god, he's a damn white belt. Why am I so tired? So that kind of keeps me going. But I'm a, I'm pretty much my own secret weapon. I could be my kryptonite. I could be the worst of my worst, or I could be the best of my best. It's all
So,
potential. If you get up in the morning and you're hurting, and you know you're hurting, but then you think about it, everybody else is feeling the same way you feel. So do you use that as an excuse as, oh, I'm just gonna rest today? Do you like, oh, I'm gonna push it, and that's what keeps me motivated.
oh, awesome. So, you said, white belts and blue belts inspire you. Have I inspired you in any
Absolutely.
way?
You're a 10 pointer guy. I don't like 10 pointer guys. Just kidding.
That's the running joke,
Just
by the
kidding.
way, everyone.
The running, the, the running joke is to talk shit about you because you always wore 10-20 rash guards. They would just play off his back, try to pull his little rubber guard shit. And I'm like, yo, this is not 10 Planet, buddy. This is Kojito Jiu Jitsu. But no, you inspired me. You've lost a lot of weight.
That
You're
I
a
did.
big dude, and you're a big dude on the mats, and you don't bitch and complain, cry that you're tired, and push. So at the end of the day, you inspire me.
So no, I appreciate that.
I don't I don't have to go and sit there and say, Carlos, what are you doing? And you go, Coach, I'm tired. I never hear that from you. And if I do, I'm just throwing something at you.
Or my son
So,
is hitting you with a pool noodle, one or the other.
oh yeah, your your son will start hitting me. Then I'll be like, all right, I'm going after your dad now, whooping his ass,
Y- you know,
taking it out on you.
one thing, like you've been busting my ass for 4 years now, and I remember that the one time that I got super lucky and I caught you, and you
No, you
looked at
didn't.
me after that round, and
You
you
didn't
looked
catch
at.
me. There's no video. There's no video. There's no proof. You didn't catch me. So
All
there's
right,
no
all right.
pictures, proof. You didn't catch me. Keep going.
Allegedly, we'll go. Allegedly, I caught you.
What
Allegedly.
did you catch me? What did you catch me with?
Shit, I don't even remember. It was either north south choke or I know
I
it
think
was
that's
a
what
north south
I
choke.
think. I think that's what it was. It was a North.
See,
I
so
think that's
the
what it is.
allegedly just got confirmed by you. So I don't need video. I got
I
proof
mean,
on video of you admitting that the North South choke was legit.
I don't know what you're talking about, but yeah, you might have caught me on a bad day, but
I,
no,
I
it was good.
I'll agree.
Clean,
Hey,
no
hey,
excuses.
I'll agree because you've caught me plenty of times. It's too many to count, and I'm not going to. Um,
They
but
play about 150.
I would never have even gotten to that point without those 3 years of grinding with you. So I want to tell you that you inspire me because even though you're a little younger than I am, but you've been in the game for so long grinding, and I see you every day you're at the gym. Every day you're on the mats. Every day you're pushing yourself. Every day you're looking for open mats and all of that. And that shit speaks volumes to me because I'm like, man, like, what am I doing? Like, why am I not in the gym? If this man is doing it, yeah, sure, I got kids and I have a wife and I got to do things. But this man is grinding out here. What's my excuse for at least not putting in one session today? And
You only got to be 1% better than what you was yesterday. Not taking a day off, regardless if it's a half-class day or a good day or just rolling with white belts. Got to be on those mats. The most important thing in the day, being on those mats, and that's the thing I
amen.
live for. If I couldn't be on these mats every day, I'd be a criminal. I don't even know what I would be doing. A 7 to 5 job, I wouldn't be able to do it. I couldn't. I live it. I love it. I ain't got much money in this sport, and I live for it and I drive for it. And there's nothing in the world that would I would rather be doing training with all you guys. You guys inspire me. And until the day I die, I'm not getting off those mats. And I'm gonna compete every single weekend. And I'm gonna prove to everybody that hard work pays off.
Oh,
That's the guarantee. That's the guarantee. You can be better than me all day. Plenty of people better than me. White belts better than me. But with my heart dedication and my hard work, not gonna be it's not gonna be easy.
damn
It's not
right.
gonna be easy. I'm coming in with a fire. Might beat me. All good. I'll be up the next day training and ready to do it again.
So right now, are your injuries preventing you from competing, or do you have anything coming up right now?
I compete. I fly out tomorrow morning.
Oh,
Go compete at Columbus, Ohio.
okay,
Compete at Columbus, Ohio. The Twisted Church in Columbus, Ohio. I got Max Hansen,
okay.
170 pound. He's 155, 170, South Ontario champion, Midwest champion, and finishers. He's a beast. He's destroying a lot of guys out in the jiu-jitsu world. So beating him, 80cc rules Saturday, July 15th in Columbus, Ohio.
Is that going to be streamed or
It will be streamed.
okay?
I do not know 100% what the stream is, but if you go on the Twisted Church page, it will have the details.
Twisted Church. And do you have anything else already? Because I usually get matches back to back to back. Is that the only thing coming up right now?
Say it again.
Is that that's the only match right now in the
That's
present
on.
future?
That's the only thing I have right now. Um, this may be the last one for the year.
Okay. Okay, because then you might be getting fixed.
Yeah, I'm gonna do 2 operations back to back. I'm gonna be
Okay.
out probably for the rest of the year. Um, I let people know. I tore my gluteus maximus, uh, my ass cheek muscle, and my hip. My hip is my hip bone is chipped. So I gotta get scraped out clean, and then I gotta reattach my gluteus maximum uh, tendon. I forget what it's called. I gotta sew it back together. I ripped out a little hole.
Damn. Well,
So
I we pray
just
for a speedy
just training,
recovery.
just training, just training too much, doing a lot of rolling and stuff. I end up pulling a hamstring, and I kept pushing through it, but end up tearing it more and more and more, and then it went into my gluteus max.
Or you could just blame it on karma. You kick ass so much that your ass finally kicked you.
I kicked what?
You kick so much ass that now your ass actually kicked you.
I kicked who? Who did I kick?
No, I said you've kicked so much ass that now your ass is kicking you.
Yeah. Never thought I was gonna be. I never thought in my life I was gonna be pulling a butt cheek muscle in my ass, but officially I have. Sitting in a car, training, walking, everything in general, you don't realize your butt muscle is very important and sucks. I'll be back. I'll be back. Be back in 6 weeks. I'll be putting on a little bit of size. I'll be coming back on the mats and showing you guys still.
Oh,
Trying
and
to.
I wouldn't have it any other way. So Matt, I don't want to take too much of your time. I know you were training. You're probably waiting to go home because you're freaking exhausted. So you have the Twisted Church coming up. You're gonna go through surgery, which I will be helping you with some massages. Yeah. Um,
Yeah, the butt massages. Hell yeah. Let's go. That's a real teammate. Listen up. Help your teammates. They got pulled butt muscles. Massage it and keep
and
jujitsu. Yeah.
and keep jujitsu gay. Matt, I thank you so much for joining us and just giving us some moments of your time. And if worst case scenario, maybe we can do a follow up episode after your match, and then before your surgery, and while you're available for it. And thank you for just giving me a few minutes of your time, and it means really a lot to me, and I'm really trying to do this podcast stuff. And um I enjoy talking jujitsu, and I appreciate you, man, for real. Thank you.
Oh, thank you for having me. Thank you all the teammates. Fusion, Gogito guys. Thank you, Carlos. You're the man. Other than that, you're a 10th Planet guy. I love 10th Planet. I love 10th Planet. Eddie
Yeah.
Bravo is like my Eddie Bravo is my hero. Eddie Bravo is my hero. He's my biggest fan, and I've competed for a lot of the shows. I love the 10th Planet system. That's the first gym I look for when I go out of state. It's the nearest 10th Planet gym because they're no gi. They're not a bunch of bitches. Pajamas. Pajamas is legitimate for this rash guard. Keep jujitsu gay if you're doing gi.
You would say something like that. You would say something like that. Matt, I appreciate you.
But I'm,
Everyone, I'm
but I'm
gonna
a
put
gi guy.
I know,
I'm a gi guy, so
but you love
I
no
hate,
gi more. We
I
know.
love no gi. I love it all.
We
I ain't
know.
no bitch. I'll do jiu-jitsu as long as jiu-jitsu. But I appreciate it.
No, thank
Appreciate
you
the time,
so
Sean.
much. And thank you for joining us on the Grindin' Jiu-Jitsu podcast. I'm your host, C-Tech, with Matt Ferriola. I'll put the link of his Instagram in the description. Do you have anything to shout out? Any sponsors or anything, Matt?
Let's do shout out to uh, photo fight for life. I don't know why I can't talk right now. Thank you, Carlos. Thank you, Kojito. Thank you, everybody. And, keep jujitsu real.
Keep jiu-jitsu real and keep grinding jiu-jitsu. I appreciate everyone. Thank you for tuning in. Have a good night, everyone. Peace. And we're